Hello and welcome back to Factorio, and we are sadly back to the place called the Stone Outpost because biters didn't like us putting our stone thing over here, so yeah, they weren't really that happy that we put our stuff over here, so they tried to come and wreck our stuff, and they did quite successfully wreck our stuff. So we are going to upgrade our stuff so they can't do it. They haven't even got a single shot in at the so far. Yeah. They don't have enough firepower at this point. I think we should do this. Now I'm going to do this one. Makes no sense that this one is connected the way it is. This one, however, is absolutely fine like that, but yeah. I'm going to do 3 because there's 6 there and like 7 there, so it should be fine. Now this one needs a bit of company, like that. This 3 gun turrets has to go. There we go. Yeah, these ones have taken a beating, so we are going to reinforce them with 3 behind them. And we're going to do this. This. Now I think I should actually move this a bit more to the left. Like that. And I should then move this one a bit to the left as well. Like that. I think that's better actually. There we go. Oh, good. We don't actually need to move the cliff. That's good. And we need to move that and this. Still, with the amount of biters attacking, and we haven't taken more damage than we have, is actually quite astonishing. It's quite interesting how we haven't taken more damage than we have. I'm very happy. It's not complaining at all, but it is a bit interesting. Like that. And over there. Move this one out. There. Now we don't have enough really for this. Yeah, we don't have enough. I think I'm going to nick 1 or 2. Let's see how the defenses are handling this. They got 1 attack in. That's actually not that bad then. That's actually quite good. Well handled for that. It's not perfect, and the lasers aren't really that upgraded yet, so not taking more damage than they did there was actually really well like well done for that. So what I am going to do is actually see if I can put this one in this and put one behind so it's further away and just can assist if it needs to. Oh, that's a bit of damage being made. That's not good. Oh, yeah, we almost lost some bots even, but it is manageable now. So I am going to just go back and hope that it doesn't get totally wrecked. Because we do need to put up the stuff in the base, so now we could probably do some laser, yeah, energy weapons damage. We could do that one. That's something we can do. Once I have put up the what do you call it, science area, the new utility science packs, we are going to what was I thinking about? We are going to hook up the train station for the stone. We have made the outpost. We only have for now we only have the offloading station in the base left to do. Now this is just to keep track of how much we have, right? Yeah, it's just to... What I'm going to do is just remove it because whatever. Like, now, to be honest, what I will do is reprint the blueprint so we can see what stuff is going to be where. But I'm not going to place these now. The lamps can just go. Please go away. Now, this isn't actually necessary. We don't need this here at all. Let's remove it. Like, seriously. Yeah, I will put down the constant combinators because they are good to have laying around, because they do easily show you what's going to go where. Which is quite helpful, to be honest. Now, what do we need? We need a bunch of underground belts. We need splitters. We need maybe a bit more transport belts. Or rather, we will need more transport belts, but we'll see how many more. We need probably more assembly machine 2s. Not sure about that though. We need more pipes. We need way more inserters of different kinds. And then we need to actually make the different stuff. to whoop, that's going to go this way. I'm going to remove this belt and replace it basically, because I don't need to place all that. Like, are you serious? Yeah, I need a massive amount of inserters and long-handed inserters. I need a bunch of underground belts, maybe a few splitters, and a lot more transport belts, a ton of pipe and pipe to ground. And then we need to make sure we can actually make we actually have processing units being made in our base, which we don't at the moment. We don't actually have the blue circuits being made, which we really do need. So did I actually manage to build all of the assembly machine 2s and have one left? Yeah. Okay, let's go and get... We have a bit of belt, but that's about it. Yeah, we need a lot more of the other stuff that isn't belts. We need a few belts more, but yeah, now we actually have more damage on our lasers, which we could actually increase even more. Should we do that? That might like, we can't do the laser turret shooting speed because that requires utility science packs, which is something we can't do at the moment. We probably should do coal liquidification is the thing I was talking about, where you input heavy oil and get more heavy oil out of it. You do need to make steam, and you need coal and some heavy oil, but then you will make like a tiny amount of petroleum, a small amount of light oil, and quite a lot more heavy oil. And this is something we will do like 1 or 2 oil refineries of. We are going to do that one. Let's see what we can... let's unlock this one as well to get the fastest belts and stuff. We should probably build the red belts. We should have them at this point, but we don't. Let's make the energy weapons better, and then just make the highest of the modules and lab research speed. There we go. Off you go, science. Hopefully we are going to not cripple our factory completely. Now we are going to pick up a bunch of pipes and stuff, as I said. Right, inserters. Inserters. A bunch of them. Now 200 here is absolutely fine, because we might need that many, or enough to make it so we don't have many left, at least. Now, I might have to pick up more underground belts, we'll see. Underground belts gets used. What did I click on? A belt. Yeah. Freaking right click damage. Yeah. Once again, I right clicked. I really shouldn't even rest my hand on the mouse at all. I should just keep it off the mouse if I don't need to move, like click on anything. We didn't use that many inserters, so, but we are going to use a lot more, but we are going to need fast inserters for what we are going to do. Now, this, like, the utility science pack is going to go to the left and up to hook up with over here, like this. It's actually quite perfect, like that. Oops. Now, let's see, it's this one. Now, these ones need, right, a lot of copper and then a bit of steel and plastic. Right. Now, why this is saying that the copper should be... I have to test this. Let's test this. Just hook up the copper to these two. Now, you are going to need a lot of copper. Like, a lot of copper is going to be used on making the low density structures. They are expensive, there's no doubt about that, and that means you might need a lot of like copper throughput. So having two belts, even if your setup isn't super large, is actually not that weird. And with how I think low density structures takes quite a long time to make, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Now this is very close to the bus, which I'm not super happy about, but okay. Over there. Let's hook it up and see what happens. Should do this, just remove that like that. Oh, right. It outputs in here, and then now I'm not going to do this like what I'm going to do is just, because this continues on and tries to put copper on the second one afterwards. So what I'm going to do is just cut it there, and now thankfully, like low density structures takes 20 seconds to make each. That's why there's so many of them here. So they take a lot of time to make each and every one of them. But that means we can that's why we can use normal yellow inserters instead of fast inserters, the blue ones. But that means I don't need two. I just need one. So away you go, which means we don't need to do this weird stuff here. Just need to do that. Now I have picked up a ton of copper, which isn't really that good, but now for this we need to, I don't need to do this, like seriously. For this we now need to hook up steel and whoops, belts, auto belts. But for the moment we need to get steel and plastic down there. I'm going to make a few belts while I go up and get more belts. Now you might remember from a lot earlier in the series when I have said that you need a ton of belts, that it doesn't matter that you make a lot of them, even if you're not in need of them directly, because you're going to use a ton of belts. Yeah, this is the reason. You are going to need a ton of belts. Even if you don't do a boss like I'm doing, you are going to need a lot of belts to move stuff around and get stuff where you want it to be and so on. Now, if you're not doing trains and you're not doing a rail world and stuff is close enough that you feel like you want to put stuff on the belt to get them where into the factory and smelted and so on, you are going to find yourself most likely running out of belts fairly quickly when you make those transport lines with belts. Even what seems like a somewhat short distance is going to use a ton of belts. Now I'm going to need the rest of them. I didn't take all of them for some reason. So let's go up and take the rest of them. There you go. I couldn't fit them all, so some of them is in my inventory. I have 700. That should be enough to bring the two of them down. So let's see here. We have then we need to, after I have hooked up the things I can hook up, I need to actually make... I actually need to make the blue circuits, the processing units. So I am going to need to make those, which is going to be sort of a nightmare, but sure. That's how they have done it. I was just looking at the belt and the undergrounds, and the belt is there for the engine units to be outputted and get inserted into the electric engine units. That's why the belt is in between. Might look a bit weird, but that's why. There we go. And we should do this. And get plastic over. Now, I feel like we need to increase the, especially the iron. Like, the iron is so bad that we have to expand it. Copper is okay-ish. Like, it's not fine, it's just okay. Now, we have put up the copper train, we just haven't done the unloading of it, apparently. But yeah, we have to fix that to, especially the iron. We need more iron. Just flat out, we need more iron. Now, the steel seems to be fine. It's not great, it's fine. The green circuits, on the other hand, needs to be fixed. It needs to be expanded. But I think the big problem with the green is the iron plates, because of, yeah, how bad it is. It has only one input. So yeah, that is going to have to be fixed before we can do the blue circuits. And let's take a look. This is working absolutely fine, and it's going all the way down here. Yep, that's working. That's working, and these ones is moving up where they should go, it seems. Yeah, and around, and yeah, they are going where they need to go. Now we need stuff for this up here, which is steel and iron. So we need oh, apologies for the sneezing, but I have been a bit under the weather for a week or two here now, so I might sneeze or cough. Sadly, not much I can do about it, other than trying to suppress it or wait it out or something. I need a balancer for the copper here, I see. So we are going to just do super quickly the standard 4x4. there we go. It's just to balance it so not one lane is like sucked dry completely, basically. Now it is not balanced, like it's not sucking the resources from all the belts. It's not pushing it in a good manner, so yeah, that is going to make our copper production really bad. Now I can most likely just toss a bunch of miners down on the copper up here and hook them up to the already existing system. So we are going to do this. This one is empty. Empty. What I'm going to do is put down miners basically on what's left over here for the copper and just get it done already. Let's see if we can. Where is? Oh, it's basically over here. So we don't actually have any. Yeah, there's no coal that touches. So okay, I'm going to strip mine this as much as I can to get all of it out of here. Or as much of it as possible, because at this point we need to get rid of it, and we need the copper anyway, so it's there we go, and let's hook up the last one. I'm just going to do this with. No. We are going to actually do this and copy this and do this just to merge it in together in a. There we go, and put up power poles to power this. There we go, and the last three, and there we go. Now that should make enough copper for some time. We don't have any more iron left here. That's good. Now, oh, thank God I looked at the time. And what do you know? We are over time. And that rhymes. At least a little bit, because we use the same words, but whatever. Let's see. Yeah, we can remove that one, and let's do this. Now, we don't actually need to do the input priority. What I'm going to do is do the output priority and do this like that, just to like force it to not. Oh, this one doesn't need to be. It rather doesn't need to be. It shouldn't be. Just so it forces stuff into. Now we do need to hook up one more iron which I probably should do. Just put one more down like this. Just take one and put it down. Yeah, just I'm going to move this a bit just to get it out of the way so I can put the blueprint down like that, because this is going to have to happen. We have to have more. Now, I'm not going to care about in which order they are, because I'm just going to do underground belts and get them where they need to be. So, but we are going to have to end this. We are going to have to fix this shortage of resources, because if we don't, we won't have any resources. Yes. But with that, we are going to have to end this. So thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.